Hey Facebook Live, we're back, and the camera's pointing almost directly toward me, James. I am sorry. Is that better? Somehow it's gonna get better. There it goes. Better?
Better?
Not the better?
Butter?
Better butter? Okay, James, we're back. It was a short break, and now we're back again. We're back at it.
Back at it again. Welcome back, awesome minions.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night for whenever you're listening to us. Hopefully you're doing totally awesome. This is that Totally Awesome 90s podcast with Craig.
And James.
We take a retrospective look back at the nostalgic 90s, and James, I am 2 for 2 today.
2 for 2!
Look at this. Man, if I was Babe Ruth right now, I'd be batting 1,000. Hey, speaking of Babe Ruth, you know, the Rangers are actually winning.
I don't know what's going on there.
It's like you know, we're from Texas. We have the Six Flags over Texas, which is, you know, it's named after us. That there's always these roller coasters that are riding. And with the Rangers, they're on a roller coaster ride. Sometimes they have the ups, and sometimes they got the downs. And then if it's on the new Joker ride that they have there at the Six Flags, it stops.
They get stuck.
It gets stuck right there, and then they don't know what to do.
Nope.
That was funny. Like the first week it opened, there's like 4 or 5 days in a row that people were stuck and they had to get saved. I would say, please give me a refund.
I would be freaking out.
Especially if you were upside down.
Yep.
Upside down and inside out. I'm going to show you what the Joker ride is all about.
Yeah.
Wave your hands in the air like you just don't care.
But I do care.
But I do, yeah. So, James, it's been a short time since I've seen you last. It was, 5 minutes ago?
Yeah, something like that.
I had to take a short break. But today we're actually going to talk about 90s Aladdin. But if there's any other topics that anybody wants to talk to us or want us to talk to y'all about, James, how can they get in contact with us?
You can email us at tta90spodcast@gmail.com.
Or you can get to us on Twitter at tta90spodcast, or you can get to us on Facebook, and you just type in that Totally Awesome 90s podcast on the Facebook search bar, or you can type in at tta90spodcast or at tta90s. It'll pop up somewhere, somehow. I'll be there. But talking about people getting in contact with us, talked about it last episode that we actually did an interview with the hits at 106.9 with Matt in the mornings. Mornings with Matt.
Mornings with Matt.
From Fort Bend,
nope.
Kansas. Great
Bend, Kansas.
That's
Mama's wrong again.
Mama's wrong again. I talked about it a few weeks ago. I use that quote every single day of my life because I'm usually wrong about something, James. Mama's wrong again. Great Bend, Kansas.
Yay!
I have to read it from the screen.
Oh, goodness.
Fort Bend, Indiana. What?
No.
Not even close. Yeah, so Matt got to us on that, and we talked to Matt about a little bit about it. So hopefully we're going to have the episode come out with the audio that we actually talked about. It was kind of choppy audio, and we couldn't do it on Facebook Live, but we're on Facebook Live right now. If you're on our Facebook page, you can actually access this video. We're pretty cool. And James, I brought a toy in today because I'm cool. If you can tell by my hat, the WadeHuggins.com hat. Get to it, WadeHuggins.com. And James I brought this from home, so James, you cannot keep this. And he's struggling with it. It is a fidget spinner. Ooh. They say this is the first fidget spinner ever invented. The Museum of
Find that hard to believe.
The Museum of Fidget Spinners is, which will, probably, yeah.
Can you hear it?
Is that annoying? It sounded like, oh. I don't know. I know they have like the silent ones, but who needs a silent fidget spinner? You want the
Because it
ones
has
that
to be
make,
as distracting as possible.
you want the ones to make the most noise. You were telling me about the story about your brother who actually takes up fidget spinners.
Yeah, confiscates them.
But he doesn't kill them.
No.
He takes them to the house, and then his kids play with them. So,
Yep.
how do you get a lot of fidget spinners? Take them from other people
For free.
for free. I would think it'd be funny if like you just grabbed it from the kid and just like with a hammer just like hit it right in front of him. No. And like all the ball bearings and stuff go out everywhere and like, oh crap! Now I
That's
gotta.
impossible.
That's improbable. Anyways,
So, you got any news for us today?
I do have some news. Do you remember Northern Exposure, the TV show?
No.
Well, it was about what you think about it. This guy goes to Alaska, and he's a doctor in Alaska, and it's Northern Exposure. The only thing I really remember about Northern Exposure is the opening sequence is that there's a moose walking through the town. That's all I remember about Northern Exposure.
Cool.
And also I remember like at the DVD stores, the Sam Goodies, that the DVDs were actually wrapped in like a vested jacket. Yellow, maybe, with red lettering.
All right.
Don't quote me on that because it's probably not right. But they said that there's actually going to be a reboot of this. I know you're looking forward to it, James.
Yeah. So
You love Northern Exposure.
on my calendar.
It's how does this rank? Okay, I'm gonna give you a Roseanne reboot or Northern Exposure reboot.
Roseanne.
Okay, Roseanne or Will and Grace reboot.
Roseanne.
Okay, Roseanne reboot or Family Matters reboot.
Family Matters.
But it's not happening. Everybody would want that Family Matters reboot or that Saved by the Bell reboot again, where they're still in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that. There's that one person out there that probably wants to see it. Me. That's it. Okay, speaking of like, remakes, new stuff, rebooting stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Your computer's about to die. You got to reboot it. Nope, just kidding. No, that's not okay. Did you see the Mummy not the TV show, the movie starring Tom Cruise?
Yes. It is much darker.
You saw the
No, I
movie?
haven't seen it
You
yet.
haven't seen it, okay.
I just seen the preview.
Well, it looks darker because I think they just had it done at nighttime or something, maybe. Was that it?
I mean, is it the same as the Brendan Fraser one?
No. It's like they just took out Brendan Fraser and they put Tom Cruise in it. They didn't remake anything of the movie. They just like put Tom Cruise's face on Brendan Fraser's body.
This is weird.
Like you see him running, you're like, it doesn't match up. Like Brendan Fraser is probably a foot taller than Tom Cruise. No, but the Mummy didn't get a lot of good reviews. Not a lot of people went and saw it. But this is supposed to be the start to the Dark Universe.
The Dark Universe.
Yeah.
I don't know that.
This is supposed to be like their monster movies that are supposed to be tied together. Because the Marvel theory works out well for everybody, right?
Yeah, no.
No, it doesn't. So they're having like monster movies, like Frankenstein's monster is going to be tied into this. Swamp Thing's going to be tied into this. Phantom of the Opera is going to be tied in on this. I don't know how or why.
Wolfman.
Jekyll and Hyde, Wolfman. Dracula.
It's weird.
Do you know any other ones?
No.
Yeah, that's it.
No.
Edward Scissorhands. Yeah, so The Mummy. The Dark Universe. Here we go.
Okay.
There's some guy staring at us right now with glasses on. Do you know that guy?
Oh. I don't know him. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I guess I should answer this.
Okay, you should answer. Okay, while James is answering that, I'm going to talk to myself about Wonder Woman and yell at James. So James is checking the door right now. He's walking to the door. He's walking. He's opening the door. He's asking about Blake right now.
Okay.
He's asking questions. This is really exhilarating podcasting right now. He's asking about equipment. Doesn't look like he knows what he's talking about. I don't know who this guy is. This is really weird.
We got a list of furniture stuff.
James is doing business. He's making money right now.
Okay.
Hey, John Michael, how you doing?
I appreciate it.
And
What are you doing in here?
James is walking back.
What are you doing?
Is that what he said?
What?
What did he say?
What?
What that guy?
No, he's one of the maintenance guys. He was just giving us an update on some of the furniture we need repaired.
Exciting stuff. I was talking to myself the entire time.
Cool. Bet that was hard. It's really hard to talk to yourself.
Yeah. Stop staring at me.
Stop staring at me.
Stop looking at me, Schwan.
Schwan.
Okay. Wonder Woman. We went and saw the movie, me and my girlfriend, not me and you.
Yet to see it.
It is actually okay.
Oh.
Which is a surprise for the DC universe. They've
Applause.
done something right, finally.
Way to go, DC.
You know, it's kind of like one of those squid things. You remember, like with the tentacles, it sticks to the walls.
Mm-hmm.
It finally stuck to the wall and started like falling down the wall. What it's supposed to do. Usually, like with the Batman versus Superman, they threw it against the wall and it just splattered against the wall and just stayed there.
It's like when you're trying to see if your noodles are ready.
You throw your noodles against the wall.
Yeah, that's how you know if they're ready.
I thought you're supposed to do this to them.
You take it, and if it sticks to the wall, then it's ready.
So at your old house, you used to have all these noodles everywhere.
You don't keep them there.
I like the decorations that you got here. What is this? Well, a little bit is ramen, over here. There's a spaghetti over here. Angel hair's up there. You're just linguine. Yeah, anyways.
When it drops, it's ready.
You stand right underneath it like a baby bird kind of thing. No, that'd be like bird droppings. You don't want to do that. Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that. Whatever you do, don't do that.
Yeah, Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. It's good. Go see it, man.
I will. I'll try.
There was a surprise hit. The Warner Brothers didn't even know that it was going to be as popular.
Coming out? No.
We got a movie coming out. We got a movie. What movie is this? Wonder Woman? But they thought that nobody wanted to go see a movie that had a female protagonist.
Why not?
Who was the hero. I mean, we've gone and saw Hunger Games, right?
Yeah.
Or Twilight. Or other movies that have female leads in it. Titanic. But the thing is, they didn't know it was going to be this popular, and it became as popular as you would think, and it made, I think, 2 times as much money as they thought it would the opening weekend.
Wow.
So they really underestimated it. And the best thing about this, I'm not going to spoil anything, it's a storyline that you can follow really easily.
Oh.
The storyline for Batman vs. Superman was so convoluted that you could not follow it. It was like the labyrinth.
Was there any Easter eggs?
No, it didn't take place during any holidays.
No.
There is a lot of Easter eggs in it.
Okay.
There's a lot of DC Easter eggs in
So
it.
cameos?
There's some cameos.
Okay.
They try to tie it into the Princess Bride, too. Because Robin Wright is one of the leads on the Themyscira Island. And she was also the princess off the Princess Bride,
Okay.
Princess Peach.
Okay. No?
No. Buttercup? Buttercup, the princess, yeah. Yeah. So, go see it, James.
Okay.
I recommend it.
Going.
2
right now.
thumbs
See ya.
way up. Right now?
Okay, I'm back. It's good. It's really good.
It's good, yeah. Did me spoil it for you?
No.
She lives.
Ooh.
Sorry. If you saw Batman vs Superman, she did live there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Spoiler. Sorry. But speaking of movies, we're actually going to talk about. I would say this is one of my favorite Disney movies. Is this one of your favorite Disney movies?
Yeah, it's really good. I mean,
Beauty and the Beast. No, we're not talking about Beauty and the Beast today. Sorry, Jim.
For Prince Ali. So yeah, Prince Ali, God bless he, Ali, Baba. So if you haven't guessed yet, we're talking about Aladdin. Aladdin.
Well, Aladdin, you need to do this, you need to do that. You need to trick the princess into liking you, Aladdin.
Because that's how you get the girl.
You fake that you have money, and then you just get all the honeys, right?
Yep, that's right.
I learned that from Fresh Prince.
That's how you do it.
All them honeys. Yeah, so give me the plot of Aladdin. What is the plot?
So you got a street rat. He's not an actual rat.
No. Street rat.
Wombat. I don't know.
No, it made me think of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You know, Rickety Cricket. Get out of here, you street rat.
So he's a beggar, and he's just trying to survive on the streets.
Well, is he a beggar?
Yes, he is.
He doesn't have to beg for food. He
steals it.
He's a street urchin.
Yes, and
not to be confused with the sea urchins.
He happens to meet the princess.
Princess? Does he know that she's the princess?
No, he does not.
Oh, spoilers for this. He does. If you haven't seen Aladdin yet, it's been 15 years.
What are you doing with your life?
It's been 15 years since it came out.
So he falls.
25 years. Sorry, my bad.
Head over heels for her, and he tries to win her over. Finds out
15.
she's the princess.
25.
And he finds a genie.
He finds Genie.
He uses that genie to make himself look rich. And
I'm rich.
Yep.
And then they sing that Christina Aguilera song, right?
Dirty.
I'm a genie in a bottle. No. That song was just. I think it was just. This is what she is. It was a parallel of her life. I don't know. Anyways,
it's much like Kesha.
Oh yeah. Did you see the
when I hear her name, I think of a theater floor.
Yeah.
And all sticky and gross.
It's got hair everywhere. Like, if you drop your phone, do you really want to pick it up in a movie theater? Really?
But anyway, so he tries to make himself look rich and appealing to the princess using the genie. And
yeah, trick her into marrying him.
Yep.
Does it work?
No.
It does work. It does in the third. It does in the third film.
I mean, he has a flying carpet, and that pretty much sealed the deal.
Well, nobody else had a flying
exactly.
carpet. Nobody has a flying carpet here now. I mean, if somebody came up to your house in a flying carpet, yes, they're the coolest person I've ever seen in my life.
I mean,
it's a witch.
So Jafar tries to steal the genie.
Yeah.
Fails.
Miserably.
Kind of fails.
Well, he becomes like the most powerful being in the universe, right?
He becomes a genie.
He becomes the genie. And then he's locked away for 1,000 years.
Forever!
Until the sequel, Return of Jafar.
Then he frees Genie.
Yeah. And then Genie goes to Disney World.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how it went, right?
And Genie goes on to rule the world because he is a free magical being.
Yes. Well, Genie also has this place of time. Like, he knows...
He gets legs, so that's pretty much it.
Yeah. He does get legs.
In Genie
but he can
form.
still fly. So does he... does he need legs? If you could fly, do you need legs?
No.
No, you don't.
It's like Raven from Teen Titans.
That's so Raven.
No.
Raven Simone?
No. Oh,
I forgot about the Raven reboot.
I don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah.
That seems terrible.
Terrible. Yeah, why was this a great movie? I mean, it had a video game tie-in that was great.
You throw apples.
It was a great movie. It had a cartoon, like TV series that we'll talk about. You did throw apples. Why did you throw apples?
I guess
He could wield a sword.
Yep, he had a sword, but he threw apples.
But he threw apples. Disney at its best, right there.
Ammo right there.
Ba, 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 ba. Washington, Granny Smith.
Dubbed as one of the most frustrating games.
It is the most frustrating game. We talked about it a long time ago when we talked about game consoles last year.
Yep.
And how difficult that game was, especially the magic carpet ride through the Cave of Wonders, because the lava was coming right at you, and it was always like you were trying to like get around stalactites and stalagmites and everything like that, and you're just like, I just wanted this to be over with. And then you had the Game Genie, where you could just bypass that level.
I had a Game Genie.
Yeah. Not voiced by Robin Williams.
No.
Okay, how much money did it make, or how much money did it cost to make?
28 mil.
How much did it make?
217 in the U.S.
Just in the U.S. alone. So, this is a hit.
Yeah.
This is straight up Disney at its finest right here.
Straight out of Agrabah.
Straight out. Straight out of Agrabah. I don't think that. I don't think Ice Cube ever sang that song.
Oh.
Do you know Ice Cube just got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
Oh, did he?
Yeah. They didn't put his real name, they just put Ice Cube. So, is it made of ice?
No.
Is iced tea on there too?
Cold as ice. No.
Willing to sacrifice. Agrabah. I went and saw this movie when it came out in theaters. It was a hit with me. When it came out on VHS, I think we still have the VHS at the house. I
liked it.
I would never want to throw out this VHS.
As much as Lion King, but I liked it.
Well, the music was still great. It wasn't Elton John great as Lion King, as we talked about before. But you had some catchy songs like Prince Ali.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got a friend of me.
No.
No. There's the song Streets Rat something.
Whole New World, dude.
Oh my gosh. I gotta figure it out. Whole New World. Isn't this one of the songs that we used to sing in the car driving?
Yes.
Yeah, right after the Rangers won a baseball game, we'd sing Whole New World. Have our hands out the window. It's like I'm flying. Anyways. Okay, the cast. Who was Aladdin?
Scott Weinger?
Sure.
Weinger?
Winger?
Weisenheimer.
Winger. Scott Winger. Maybe he's Irish, man. Winger. Who was Scott Winger?
Scott. He was Aladdin.
Yeah, he was Aladdin. He was also in one TV show that actually just came out with a rebooted
Full House
and Fuller House. He was Steve Hale. That was DJ's boyfriend.
Okay, gotcha. I was like, I don't know that.
Okay, so is he more known for Aladdin or Full House?
Aladdin.
And like all the Aladdin sequels, the cartoon, everything, he was the voice of Aladdin. The video games, he's Aladdin. In real life, he's Aladdin.
Yes.
No. He doesn't look anything like Aladdin. Also, why is he the only one like wearing the vest with no shirt? Do you know what I mean?
He was the only one with fashion sense to combat the weather.
Yeah, but what's the vest actually doing? Like nothing.
Maybe it's like dry fit.
No, okay. Well, they're in the desert, so I think everything is dry fit. You got me on that one. The genie, also the peddler, who was actually in the first of the movie, that was supposed to be a tie-in because they're actually supposed to be the same person, who was...
Welcome to Agrabah. Robin Williams.
Robin Williams, if you don't know Robin Williams, he was in
The late, great
Robin Williams. He was in Mrs. Doubtfire. Mm-hmm. He was actually Mrs. Doubtfire. Mrs. Doubtfire. He was Jumanji in Jumanji.
Yep.
He was not Good Will Hunting in Good Will Hunting, though.
He was the good in Will Hunting.
That's the name. That's the name of Matt Damon's character. Is Will Hunting, but he's the bad of Will Hunting. Yeah, everybody knows who Robin Williams is. We don't need to go into his backstory. Mork from Ork, Nanu Nanu, all that other stuff. Princess Jasmine was
Linda Larkin.
Do you know who this is?
Nope.
I don't know either. She's only known for Princess Jasmine, really. Okay, Jafar was
Jonathan Freeman.
Okay, who was Jonathan Freeman?
Jonathan Freeman.
I don't know either. Yeah, nothing big. Abu.
Frank Welker.
He's a voice actor for animals.
Yes, he's apparently very good at that.
So in The Simpsons, he is who?
He is Santa's Little Helper, Snowball 2.
And Snowball 2. In Tiny Toons, he was
Furball,
who was a cat.
Mm-hmm.
And then Tom and Jerry Kids, he was
Tom and Jerry. Or Jerry?
He was both of them. He's Tom and Jerry. Got to be both of them.
Yep.
So I guess he was a great voice actor.
Mm-hmm.
But voicing Tom and Jerry, did it take that much talent? I think I could probably voice Tom and Jerry. Give me the paycheck. Give me the paycheck. Iago, one of the other great voices.
Gilbert Gottfried.
And everybody knows Gilbert
Yes.
Gottfried's voice. Like, it's that high-pitched,
very growly.
He actually started as a stand-up comedian.
Yes, I remember that.
I think it was like 16 years old in New York City. And then, so he's still at work today. He's not as big as, Robin Williams was as a stand-up comedian. But he had his own flair to everything. And his voice as Iago is a great pick for Iago.
Yeah.
Because you wanted Iago's voice to kind of be that annoying
Shrill.
because Iago was always getting angry at different things. And Jafar was kind of like a cool character, right?
Mm-hmm. Cool, calm, collected.
He had like the cool like mustache and goatee.
Staff.
The staff of Ra. No, wait, that was off of Indiana Jones. Yeah, he had the snake staff, look into the eyes and everything. So did Jafar like possess people?
Oh. Did he?
I mean, he's a vizier.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. But Gilbert Gottfried was also in Problem Child. He played the principal. I think it was Mr. Peabody in Sherman. And then he was also in Hollywood Squares. He played himself on Hollywood Squares.
Really?
Really. I think Whoopi Goldberg was also in that one, too. But fun facts with Robin Williams. Did Robin Williams really have a script to work with?
No, Robin Williams is Robin Williams, and he does what he always does, and he ad-libs.
He just started talking.
Yep.
And when Robin Williams starts talking, you just start recording.
You just listen.
And what's actually played into the fact of you could not enter the script into the Academy Awards because he ad-libbed so much. It's not a script if you ad-lib.
Yeah.
So it actually is not. It was not up for an Academy Award for best
how
script.
much did he ad-lib?
Just a few hours. Just a few. He actually had 16 full hours of audio that he ad-libbed. All that material. So you think about like scenes that he ad-libbed. The merchant scene at the start. Mm-hmm. Do you know how they actually did the merchant scene at the start?
It's kind of like they just threw items in front of him and like, hey, talk about that.
Talk about it. And then he just talks about it and you're like, it makes fries. And then like when the thing actually breaks, it actually did break in his hand. And then like it broke. Like that's the funny thing about Robin Williams. Like his comedy was so great that when you put it to a character, it transitioned really well. And I mean, I enjoyed everything about this character that Robin Williams played. That's the chair. That's the chair. You're listening to the audio right now. That's the chair. That's James's chair. Oh, James, man. You okay?
I had to, man. It was fun.
So when they were actually storyboarding all this stuff, that they bring in Robin Williams, they really wanted him to be the genie.
Yeah.
Right? Because he's hilarious.
So you gotta win him. You gotta win him over.
How are you gonna win him over?
Well, what they did
Okay.
is they took one of his stand-ups
Mm-hmm.
and they put animation of the genie doing his stand-up.
Mm-hmm.
So Robin saw it, highly impressed, of course. He's like, I'll do it.
I'll do it.
That.
But you know that Robin Williams, like the whole thing about when he signed this contract with Disney, they didn't know that this movie was going to make so much money. The genie is the character of the film, even though it's called Aladdin.
Yes.
The genie
Stole the show.
You remember Genie as being the greatest thing of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Aladdin had his parts, Jasmine, whatever. But the genie, and I think I didn't put this in the notes, but the contracting actually, he wanted like the genie to play like, especially like, because that's his character. He wanted more money because that's him.
Yeah.
And they didn't say no. You don't get any more money. This is what you signed on for. This is what you get. And I think later down the line,
that's how contracts work.
They kind of gave him more stuff, just to kind of entice him back for more sequels and stuff. But it didn't really work for him. And the genie, like on the poster, was supposed to be a really small character. Mm-hmm. But if you remember back from the poster, it's the large background.
Yeah.
The whole blue background is the genie. And so it takes up 80% of the poster is the genie.
Eh?
And I mean, it worked for them. They made money, and that's the whole thing about if you create a character and sign the rights over to that character, then that's not really your character anymore. It's kind of like the comic book era kind of thing too, right?
Yeah. So earlier you were talking about how Jafar is like the calm, cool, collected guy.
There's a bug in here.
And Iago's loud, obnoxious, hot-tempered. Wasn't supposed to be that way, was it?
It was not supposed to be that way. It was actually supposed to be flipped. But as a antagonist, you want an antagonist to be cool.
Yes.
Like, you don't know that he's actually going to be the person that's going to just...
Because if he's always loud and hot-tempered, that's going to get annoying.
Yeah. And so you have a talking parrot that nobody knows that he talks except for Jafar, right? He's also the hump of his back, which was the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Oh, wait, that's supposed to be in one of the Dark Universes, too.
Oh, God.
Does he have any powers?
He can
ring the bells?
Limp really quick.
I don't know.
He's
Does
a professional foot dragger.
He has super strength, I think. Super strength, man. Yeah. But it was supposed to be switched, but it's good that Jafar's the cool character and Iago's the hot-tempered one. Okay, Robin Williams, with his comedy, while he was on set, while he was filming some stuff, somebody called him up. Who was this guy that called him up?
The Berg.
Steven Spielberg.
Yep.
I think that's his name. Not the Berg, but Steven
Berg.
Spielberg. They were filming this little movie called...
Schindler's List?
Schindler's List. Which is one of the saddest movies, but it's great cinematography, great everything by Steven Spielberg. But the whole cast and crew just felt, sad at the end of every filming day. So why did they call up Robin Williams?
He's a comedian.
Yes.
What does he do? He makes people laugh, cheers them up. Ha 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 hee hee hee.
So you're making a movie about Schindler's List? The grocery store movie? No.
Whoa.
No. Yeah, so you call it Robin Williams up. He makes everybody laugh. The crew feels better, so they can get through one other day of filming. And so I don't know how many times they had to call up Robin Williams for this.
And again, material that he used, some of it was used
in the film.
There you go.
Like he's still like mic'd up. He's like just keep
24/7. Just keep them rolling.
Yeah. He only got paid for one day. That's when they mic'd him up. But I know also with Steven Spielberg's Schindler's List, they also with Seinfeld, they actually would show episodes of Seinfeld after each day of filming too. They would also lighten spirits too. So Robin Williams and Seinfeld helped Schindler's List get made.
What's with all these lists?
Why can't anybody just put it on one list? There's gotta be multiple lists. Okay, who did they want to play Jafar?
Professor Xavier.
So
Patrick Stewart.
No, Patrick Stewart, yeah. But he had scheduling conflicts with Star Trek: The Next Generation. He could not be Jafar.
Nope.
And so they went with the other guy.
Couldn't it?
Yeah, they went with Jonathan Freeman. But Patrick Stewart as Jafar, would that be great? I don't know. Jafar doesn't need to be British.
No. It'd be weird, actually, but...
Yeah, he's from Arabia, so he needs to like have some sort of.
Or evil.
He's Dr. Evil. Evil. Okay, genie celebrity impersonations. Okay, go through this.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Ed Sullivan.
Yep. Groucho Marx.
William F. Buckley.
Senor Wences.
Robert De Niro.
Carol Channing.
Arsenio Hall.
Walter Brennan.
Mary Hart.
Ethel Merman.
Rodney Dangerfield.
Jack Nicholson.
Peter Lorre.
And Alec Guinness.
Sir Alec Guinness, actually.
Yes.
Obi-Wan. These are not the droids we're looking for. Yeah, so all those impersonations were all Robin Williams, and they didn't say, hey, do something like Arnold Schwarzenegger. He just went, no. What was the Alec Guinness part?
I don't know.
I'd have to like go through the movie again and say, okay, this is Groucho, this is Arsenio.
But some of them got omitted.
Well, who got omitted?
John Wayne.
Yeah.
George H.W. Bush.
H.W.B.
And Dr. Ruth Westheimer.
Do you know Dr. Ruth?
I don't.
She's that old lady.
Okay, yeah. I thought so.
Yeah. And also,
Gotcha.
Yeah, Robin Williams also recorded a lot of his scenes between filming for Hook. Great movie, and Toys.
Very nice.
Didn't watch Toys at all.
I didn't watch Toys. It was weird.
Yeah. Hook, great movie. Toys, yeah, no.
But of course, you have to have backups to the people you want.
Yes, of course.
And who'd they have for Robin Williams?
Albert Brooks.
Genie, I mean.
Yeah, Albert. Yeah. Robin Williams, get out of here. We need Albert Brooks. Do you know Albert Brooks?
No.
He's actually Marlin in Finding Nemo.
Gotcha.
Okay. John Candy.
Okay.
Which would probably have been okay.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Fuhrer. John Goodman.
No.
Steve Martin.
Maybe.
Eddie Murphy.
No.
Martin Short. But you get Robin Williams. He's the greatest like stand-up comedian probably of that era, right there and there, and he could ad lib. So you get Robin Williams in. It's great. So also there's another ad lib part by Gilbert Gottfried. What did he say?
Iago pulls a picture out of his cage of him and Jafar, and he's like, "How about this picture? I don't know. I think it makes my face look weird."
Yeah. And then Robin Williams is also like off. He's off mic or whatever, and he's standing right there. And then Robin Williams couldn't stop laughing about that.
I could see why it'd be so funny because it's a bird face, animated bird face.
Yeah, it's like, well, your face doesn't really change. Like, my face looks weird. Like, it doesn't change if you're a bird, really. You can't. I don't know. But it's hilarious. Hilarious. Okay,
Speaking of Iago,
there was two people that they wanted to actually voice Iago. Joe Pesci
and Danny DeVito.
But Danny DeVito did voice Phil in Hercules. Joe Pesci, I don't think has voiced anything ever.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Jonathan Freeman says that Jafar is a mix between Boris Karloff and Vincent Price.
No.
You know Vincent Price?
No.
You know Vincent Price?
I'm sure I do.
Okay. Do you know in Thriller, the voice at the end who's doing like all the...
Yes.
That's Vincent Price. Okay. Boris Karloff was the horror actor at the like turn of the century. He had like the vampire-looking guy.
No.
He was Frankenstein's monster. Boris Karloff. Okay, never mind. Okay. Other people that were considered for the role for Jafar were
Tim Curry, Kelsey Grammer, John Hurt, Christopher Lloyd, and Ian McKellen.
Wow. All those people, except for John Hurt, I don't really know John Hurt that much. But all those would have been great for Jafar.
Yeah.
I mean, out of that list, would you have picked any of those?
Probably. I mean, how crazy it would have been if Patrick and Ian were both in this.
Oh.
Crazy.
Patrick Stewart. No, but Patrick would have been Jafar.
Oh, yeah.
So they would have been competing with the person character. Okay, so whenever Aladdin lies, what happens to his turban?
His turban falls and covers his face.
He has a purple flower that actually covers his face. Yeah, so every time he lies in the movie, watch it, he lies, the feather drops. And his pants, he has low-cut, baggy pants.
MC Hammer.
MC Hammer.
The first time I saw it, I was like, are those MC Hammer pants?
And they actually had videos of MC Hammer, and when the artist was actually rendering for the character, he actually watched MC Hammer dance, and that's how all the flows and all the movement of Aladdin's pants actually came into being, which is kind of weird to think about that.
Yeah.
That MC Hammer actually had a hand in making Aladdin. Indirectly.
Didn't get paid for it.
Didn't get paid for it. And now look at him now. And then talking about the VHS release, when it released in October of 1993, it sold 10.8 million copies. And today, that was like in the first week, I guess, right?
Yeah.
First week. And so it went on to sell 25 million copies. That stood for 2 years, and then another movie took it over, VHS's, which was
Lion King.
Lion King took that over. Also, with Jasmine's appearance, who did they actually base the character off of?
Jennifer Connelly.
Do you remember Jennifer Connelly?
No.
Labyrinth.
I didn't watch that.
Beautiful Mind.
Okay.
She's the love interest.
Gotcha.
Love interest in Beautiful Mind. Jennifer Connelly, she was big in the 90s. Rocketeer. She's a love interest in Rocketeer as well. Yeah. And then I think this is where we're going to stop today.
Because I have a meeting.
Yeah, James is a very busy person.
Yes, I am.
So, James, Aladdin, totally awesome? Not totally awesome?
Totally awesome.
Totally awesome. It's great. It lives up today. But there's a weird scene that Aladdin falls into a house or a room that has all these girls and kind of weird outfits. And is that Disney saying that was Ladies of the Night?
Brothel.
A brothel?
Probably.
Weird to think about that. But it actually did happen.
Yep.
Yep. That's Disney magic at its best. So, James, it's been a great week.
Yes.
Have a great week, and leave us with a catchphrase of the week.
Prince Ali, handsome as he, Ali, wah wah.
Wah wah. No, Bob wah. Bob wah?
Wah wah?
Wah wah.
Bob
Wah wah wah. Have a great week, everybody. Be totally awesome. Catch y'all next time.
Later.
Wah wah.
Wah wah.